One of my biggest struggles in life as a type C mom with ADHD has been my morning routine.
Say hi, friends.
My husband and I have been married for 5 years, and I can truthfully say that every single day, our morning routine has been something that we have painstakingly worked at every single day. Then you add kids to the mix and you deeply see how much you need a morning routine for sanity, but also for productivity. And productive for us would look like individually spending time with the Lord, preferably waking up at like 4 a.m. before the kids, making a nutritious breakfast, having some family devotion time, doing some schoolwork with Kairos, having some outside time, and maybe doing some meal prep for the day, all while drinking my water and getting my exercise in. But there's something significant that the Lord has been teaching me lately about my morning routine and even just routines and productivity in general. God is not concerned with your productivity. A perfect morning routine is not set with the same parameters that you are probably setting them with. What my therapist and the Lord has been teaching me during the most trying times, I feel like, in motherhood, the most physically demanding, the most exhausting mentally when you have little children. It's also the most beautiful. It's so cute. I love it. But what he's been teaching me is that first, he is more concerned with your heart posture towards him. Are you committed to growing as an individual first, and then as a wife and a mom? You can try, it's going to be heavy. Are you willing to surrender your short temper or your impatience or your idolization of your alone time and your free time in exchange for who he's molding you into? Are you willing to surrender what you thought your life would look like, or even what you want it to look like right now, and instead embrace what he's given you in this moment?
Yeah.
That's step one. Without this heart posture, everything else is dead and almost impossible to do with a good attitude. Some rose bushes here, and they finally bloomed. Seriously, so gorgeous. I severely underestimated how beautiful it would be to have roses. Look how gorgeous. And I think there is a butterfly in there, or some sort of bug. The second thing he's been trying to actually drill into my head, as well as my therapist, that as long as my kids are clothed and fed and loved, I have done enough.
All my tendencies are showing me why I only need to rely on you, God. Stuck in traffic while I'm in Malibu. Baby, look. I see the sunset, I start praising you. Jehovah Jireh, Nissi, you're the peace I've been missing. The rock and foundation that I am standing on. Yahweh, my holy Abba, you're the only one I bow to now and forever. Lord, you call me before I can talk.
So Augie is down for his first nap. Kairos and Tyler are out somewhere doing something. I made myself a fun drink, and now I'm going to force myself to study for at least 20 minutes the language that we are learning. For any of you wondering, you're like, what do you guys do? Right now, our main focus is just learning the local language, because we can't do anything without knowing it. We do know the national language, and that's fine for like basic stuff, but as far as like making relationships and friendships, we really need to learn the language. So that has been our main job.
زرنگ شیرچوی تیار کنم. اول تا چینه زازم نیم چاینک نمک. بعد همی کروم خچود بوجاکی که بوجاک ماشن نرما چوش سبود.
We had our teacher record how they make this special tea that everyone here has every single morning for breakfast, which is black tea with salt, milk, and butter. And they mix it up, and sometimes they eat it with bread. My teacher eats it with nuts, with, I can only think about it in the language. What is it called? What are they called? They look like brains. Walnuts. So he puts walnuts in it, and they eat this every single morning, sometimes for lunch as well, sometimes for dinner as well. So we had him explain that process in the language, and then basically transcribed it all. All right, ready? Oh gosh. Sarang shirchoi wevdo yo sarang shirchoi tayor kinam. Awal ta chine zezam aram ta bojak jokam we jokchem bojak ta galakam. Okay, while I have a few more minutes with Augie still sleeping, what would really make this the perfect morning is if I could get a workout in. I'm gonna try and just do 50 squats, maybe 100. We'll see. I genuinely cannot describe enough how much I fight against this thought. When my therapist said it to me, my mind and my heart and my mouth came up with 1,000 reasons why that could not possibly be true. The most convincing argument being that I am capable of so much more than just clothing and feeding and loving my children. Like, my kids deserve more than that. Like, I want to give them more than that. But what I realize is that two things can be true at once. If my kids are clothed and fed and loved, that's a successful day. I am also capable of giving them more than that. But if I don't, that's okay too. God is still pleased. One thing we forget is that God is the one who called us to motherhood or wifehood in the first place, and so he is quite familiar with what it takes to keep a household running. He's very acquainted with how exhausting it can be at times. He knows how hard it is to juggle all of the things that we have to juggle as moms. 100 squats, down. not gonna be able to walk tomorrow, but who needs to do that? All right, so while Augie is still sleeping, by some miracle, there are two things I want to do. I want to plant some herbs in the front garden and make some bread. To be honest, when I was telling my therapist how overwhelmed I felt trying to do everything at once, like being a holy and intentional mom, but also a person with lots of ambition and goals. Like I have this YouTube channel and so many other endeavors that I want to embark on. I thought she was going to give me some focus techniques for ADHD, like how I can better structure my day and my mind so that I can get more done. But when she gave me the advice about what is truly enough, after I stopped fighting it, I could physically feel the anxiety leaving my chest. So I just planted marshmallow root, oregano, and St. John's wort right here. To be honest, I'm not sure how I did with the oregano because you're not supposed to do it too deep, and I'm not sure how deep is not too deep, so we'll see how it goes. I think I just have to water it and we'll wait for it to grow. You Kairos? When I pictured myself not using the checks on my to-do list as my measure of a successful day, and instead concerning myself with the Lord's essentials, I felt noticeably more relieved and a sense of unburdening. So this has been my daily goal. Every day is just to relax, and whatever gets done, and if it doesn't, it's okay. Take care of what I need to take care of, and everything else is a bonus. As my children get older, I will obviously be able to accomplish more in a day, but for now, I'm just resting in what God has called me to in this moment. Having a daily routine does bring a source of peace. Like we need our morning routines, our night routines, but it's not the ultimate source of our peace. Look who's awake. Look at his bed head. Oh. What? Augie's finally awake, so I'm gonna feed him, make lunch, and that will conclude our morning. It really was a perfect morning. We never get this much done in a morning, to be honest. Usually something is sacrificed. Either Augie didn't sleep all night, so I sleep in, which means our morning is a little rushed and we don't do worship, or we can't, I don't know. There's always something that is a little off or different, but this morning went to plan, praise God, but I'm also very content with the ones that don't. At least I'm working on it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you don't take this as an excuse to be lazy, because we're not that. That is not what I'm saying. But rather as an invitation to rest from your striving and embrace the yoke of Jesus, which is easy and whose burden is light. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.